All right, the mother of a suburban Chicago man working as a security guard is suing police for $7.5 million after her son was gunned down by a cop who mistook him for a suspect. Beatrice Robinson is suing the Midlothian Police Department for the 2018 killing of her son, Jamel Robinson. Witnesses say two groups of men were fighting at the bar when it escalated into a shooting. Jamel jumped in to hold down the gunman, and the witnesses say the officer, he came into the bar with an AR-15 rifle and pointed it at Jamel. People at the bar told the officer Jamel was a security guard, but he ignored them. Cops say Jamel refused to put down the weapon he took from the gunman, and that's when the officer shot and killed him. The officer has not been charged in Jamel's death. This is very, very, very unfortunate. The mother is saying, and it reminded me of you, because you often say how much money can you put on a human life? She does not want the money. She's saying there's no amount of money that's going to bring back her son. This man was killed while doing his job. He was a security officer. He was killed while breaking up a fight, and he was shot 4 times in the back. Ridiculous.
Yeah, very sad. And you think about, I talked to some people about this situation. They're like, well, he could have put down a weapon. Well, he's in a situation, adrenaline's high, right? He's just doing his job, so he doesn't feel guilty for holding to the gun. And what, he's supposed to toss it to you? What, he doesn't want the guy he's holding down to get a hand on it. So he was doing what he thought was a smart thing, and it took his life.
Took his life. And there was other people in the bar where this happened that were telling the officer, he's the security guard, like trying to have the cop put down his AR-15. I mean, it's just like, what else do we need to do? We can't even do our job.
You know, when you win the lottery, for example, right, and you get maybe $5 million or $10 million, that's it's extra money, right? You won that, that's luck. But $5 million, $10 million, $20 million in exchange for your loved one's life, the fact that she is going on ceremony and saying, I don't want the money, that is really a strong statement to say, hey, you know what? You can't buy us. You cannot buy my son's life back with just cutting a check. And it's a very strong statement.
It's a very strong statement. And I know we have to wrap this up, but until there are real consequences for your actions, for their actions, right? They are writing checks from the taxpayers' money. And until police have real consequences for stuff like this is why it will continue. Because it's not coming out of their pocket. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to jail, or if they're fired, then they go to another police station and they get another job. So until there are real consequences, these are the things that will continue to happen.
Their life will go on.